talk about your changing your number for the month of May to 42. Kyle Larson was out here yesterday. Talk about the significance behind that number.
Yeah, to me it's really cool that doing something different for a race like the 100th running the Indy 500. It's a historic event. It's an epic race, as they've been saying. And for me to be able to recognize the diabetes community by changing to the number 42, I appreciate Chip and Chip Ganassi Racing working with Novo Nordisk, allowing us to change the number. One of the things is the new insulin that's on the car I've been taking since just after Christmas.
Okay.
And that insulin has a longer duration of action. That's kind of its biggest difference from what I was using in the past. And once you've been taking it for 8 days, it's a once daily injection. You can take it any time of day. And once you've been taking it for 8 days, it lasts in your body for at least 42 hours. The other way the 42 ties in is we're carrying 42 names of people within the diabetes community on my car.
There's some big names on that car.
There's some pretty cool names. My parents, I think, are one of the some of the closest to my heart. But also the scientific group out of Novo Nordisk that helped develop and lead the team that developed the molecule for the new insulin is on there, as well as other diabetes ambassadors, Hall of Famers, Lightning Lou Brock, Dominique Wilkins, Ironman Jay Hewitt, two-time Super Bowl champion Kendall Simmons, sports icon Billie Jean King, as well as the diabetes organizations, the JDRF, the American Diabetes Association, ACE, the Endocrine Society. And finally, one of the big things about the Race with Insulin program is being able to drive the conversation about diabetes, raise awareness, raise people's understanding of what it is and what its limitations should and shouldn't be. The fact that I'm a racing driver and still living my dream with diabetes, I hope to inspire a whole generation of people. So to be able to do that, it takes a whole community. And the diabetes online community is well represented with bloggers and social media activists, people who continue to spread that word. And one of the things when I was diagnosed, it took me a while, but I realized I wasn't alone. I wasn't alone in this fight with diabetes, and that's what the DOC and the diabetes online community has been so good. They work so tirelessly to connect with people, to share their experiences and draw stories like mine and the other ambassadors together so that when somebody gets diagnosed or when they're struggling, when they're burned out, because it happens, it even happens to me. But when that happens, they've got resources. And I think there's no better way to honor that community than having them ride along with me for 500 miles at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Charlie Kimball looked to improve on his third place finish in last year's Indianapolis 500. This year driving number 42 Chevy. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.